She
A small
said
gesture,
she
large
loved
meaning.
him. She said it constantly. She said it loudly, publicly, dramatically. And yet, he felt more alone in that relationship than he had ever felt in his entire life. Love, real love, should feel like safety, like home, like a place where you can be completely yourself, completely imperfect, and still be completely wanted. So why did he spend every single day trying to earn it? If you have ever wondered whether you are being loved or managed, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to give you 4 specific psychological methods that will help you answer that question in under 5 minutes. And I promise you, once you see this, you cannot unsee it. Before we go any further, if you have ever been in a relationship that left you feeling confused, exhausted, or somehow responsible for someone else's emotions, hit subscribe right now, because everything we talk about on this channel is designed specifically for you. And leave a comment below right now. Have you ever felt like you were performing love rather than receiving it? Tell me. I read every single one. Love manipulation is not always a dramatic, obvious thing. It is rarely the villain with the twisted smile who announces their intentions. Most of the time, it looks like this: a relationship that feels like work, an endless performance you did not audition for, a daily calculation of whether you've been good enough to deserve warmth today. Love manipulation uses affection as a reward and withdrawal as a punishment. It keeps you permanently off balance, never quite sure where you stand, so that your primary emotional occupation becomes managing someone else's feelings rather than living your own life. And the most insidious part? The person doing it does not always know they are doing it. Many manipulators were manipulated themselves. The pattern is taught, not chosen, which is why psychology, not blame, is the tool that actually helps. So, let's look at the 4 methods that will help you see clearly.
Researcher John Gottman spent decades studying couples in his so-called love lab. And one of the most important discoveries he made was this: the quality of a relationship is not determined by grand romantic gestures. It is determined by what he called bids for connection, the small, everyday moments where one person reaches out to another. A bid for connection might be pointing at something interesting outside the car window, or saying, "I had a weird dream last night," or laughing at something quietly and hoping the other person looks up to share it. These micro moments are the actual currency of intimacy. Not flowers, not surprise trips, not expensive dinners. Daily presence. Here is where the manipulation comes in. A person who manipulates through love often substitutes grand symbolic gestures for genuine daily presence. Psychologists call this symbolic self-completion, the use of impressive external acts to compensate for something that is actually missing internally. A spectacular birthday gift after 3 weeks of emotional coldness. A public declaration of love with no private warmth behind it. A Valentine's Day performance with nothing to show on February 15th.
Look, the compass is glowing.
Ask
We're on the
yourself
right
this:
path.
It's
when they are
beautiful. The
happy,
light feels so
do
intimate.
they show up
This
in
morning light
small
guides us.
ways
It's our
every day,
moment.
or only in big ways when they feel guilty? Genuine love is boring by the standards of Hollywood. It looks like making coffee the way you like it. It looks like remembering something small you mentioned 2 weeks ago. It looks like being interested in your ordinary Tuesday. If someone's love only shows up in extraordinary moments, take note. Emotional, dynamic, emotions and dynamics. This is the simplest and most revealing test of all, and you can run it right now in any relationship without the other person knowing. Say no about something small, something genuinely low stakes. I don't feel like going out tonight. I need to spend this weekend alone. I'd rather not talk about this right now. And then watch, not what they say, but what they do with their energy. In a healthy relationship, a boundary is received as information. Got it, no problem. Let me know when you're ready. There might be mild disappointment, that's human, but it passes without drama. The warmth does not disappear. The connection is not threatened. You do not feel like you have done something wrong. In a manipulative relationship, a no is registered as a threat. The energy in the room changes. They go silent, or they find a subtle way to make you feel guilty. Or they immediately produce a counter need so large that your original boundary dissolves in the management of theirs. Or, and this is the most dangerous pattern, they store it. They say nothing now, but 3 weeks later, when you need something, they remember. The neuroscience here is important. Your brain has a fundamental need for autonomy, for the sense that you have control over your own life. Research shows that when that need is repeatedly violated, the nervous system enters a stress response, not because you are weak, because your biology is working exactly as designed. The discomfort you feel when you cannot say no is not anxiety. It is your nervous system sending you an accurate signal.
Before method 3, if this is resonating, hit the like button right now. You have no idea how much it helps this kind of content reach people who are sitting right now in relationships that are quietly costing them everything. Your one click literally changes someone's life.
Your nervous system is, in the most literal sense, an ancient threat detection system. It has been refined over hundreds of thousands of years to pick up on danger signals that your conscious mind might rationalize away, minimize, or explain. Your body responds to psychological manipulation the same way it responds to physical danger, with a cascade of stress hormones, with muscular tension, with a state of hypervigilance that can become so chronic you stop noticing it entirely. Here are the somatic signals that the research consistently identifies as indicators of a nervous system under chronic relational stress. Notice if you feel a tightening in your chest or a contraction in your stomach when you see their name on your phone. Notice if you hold your breath slightly when they walk into the room, not with excitement, but with alert. Notice if you scan their face the moment you see them, trying to read their mood before they have said a single word. Notice if you feel relief, genuine physical relief, when they seem happy with you. Not joy, relief. The absence of something rather than the presence of something. Contrast this with what research shows a safe relationship feels like in the body. Your breathing slows, your muscles release. Your digestion, which is remarkably sensitive to emotional state, functions normally. You can think clearly in their presence. You can be silly. You can disagree without your heart rate spiking. You can be sick or exhausted or failing at something without performing a version of yourself that you think they will still want. Your body knows. The question is whether you are willing to listen to it. Manipulation of any kind in any relationship can only survive in the dark. The moment you bring it into the light, the moment you name it, describe it, speak it out loud to someone who is outside the dynamic, it begins to lose its power. Psychologist Jennifer Freyd coined the term betrayal trauma to describe a specific kind of harm that happens when the person who hurts you is also the person you depend on. In order to maintain the attachment, in order to keep surviving inside the relationship, the brain can actually suppress awareness of what is happening. You can find yourself not knowing what you know. You feel it in your body, and yet you cannot bring yourself to name it, even
All four
to
compass
yourself.
directions illuminate.
This is not
Camera
weakness.
holds on all four
This is a
simultaneously,
survival mechanism.
inviting
Your
visual.
brain is protecting
Which one
your
lights up for
attachment.
you?
The problem is that this protection comes at a steep cost because you cannot address what you cannot name, and you cannot heal what you will not see. The visibility principle is this. Take one thing that you currently keep private about this relationship, one thing you would feel uncomfortable saying out loud to someone you trust, and say it, not to your partner, to a friend, a therapist, a journal, or even just yourself in a mirror. Notice what happens when the secret has to exist in language. Notice if you feel shame or relief or both. Notice if the story you have been telling yourself holds up when you have to actually say the words. Brené Brown's research on shame shows consistently that shame cannot survive exposure. It requires silence and secrecy to maintain its grip. The moment you bring it into a relationship of genuine trust, the moment you say, "This is what is actually happening," the dynamic begins to shift.
Here is the thing. That changes the conversation. Most people who use love as manipulation were not taught a different way. The person who withdraws affection when you set a boundary, they may have grown up in a home where love was conditional, where warmth was earned, not given, where their own boundaries were met with punishment or abandonment. They are not necessarily a monster. They may simply be running the only program they were ever installed with. This matters because it changes what you need to do. You are not trying to expose a villain. You are trying to see clearly and decide whether this relationship, as it is now, is somewhere you want to keep living. That is not a moral judgment. It is a navigational one. And the compass, as always, points to you.
Method 1. The bids for connection test. Real love is expressed in small daily moments, not grand performances. If the gestures are spectacular but the presence is absent, pay attention. Method 2. The autonomy test. Say no about something small and watch what happens to the warmth. A healthy relationship can survive your boundaries. A manipulative one cannot. Method 3. Somatic monitoring. Your body is a precision instrument. Chest tightness, held breath, relief instead of joy, these are not anxiety. These are accurate signals. Trust them. Method 4. The visibility principle. What you keep secret, the manipulation gets to keep using. Bring one true thing into the light. Tell one trusted person what is actually happening. Watch how the dynamic changes when it can no longer survive in silence. Healthy love, real love, the kind that actually sustains a human life, is not a performance. It is not a reward system. It is not something you earn through compliance or silence or the strategic management of someone else's emotional weather. Healthy love is quiet reliability. It is someone who shows up in the ordinary moments. Someone whose warmth is not conditional on your performance. Someone in whose presence your nervous system can finally exhale. If the 4 methods in this video triggered recognition in you, if you found yourself nodding or looking away or feeling that specific tightness in your chest that you now know to name, then
all 4
something
compass
important
directions
just
illuminate.
happened.
Camera
You saw
holds on
something
all
clearly,
4
and
simultaneously,
you cannot
inviting
unsee it.
visual. Which
The
one
compass
lights up
does
for
not
you?
point to the person across the room. It points to you. It always has. Your job now is simply to follow it. Stay still. Stay focused.